it's just life. But I started feeling too sleepy, way too sleepy, and I thought I needed to lie down. I'm not sleepy enough to fall asleep yet, so maybe together we can fall asleep and relax, wind off the day and all the stress and just relax, because it's very important to fall asleep with a positive mindset, to fall asleep with a brain that is not charged with things, to fall asleep when you really are ready to let go, to fall asleep when nothing is bothering you. And even if there are things that are bothering you indeed, it's important to say, just like Scarlett O'Hara, I'll think about it tomorrow. And now I'm going to just fall asleep. It's so important, don't you guys think? I definitely do. Sometimes I tend to overthink when I am trying to sleep. I tend to overthink, and it's not very good. It's actually resulting in a situation where I keep checking the time and it's 1, it's 2, and then 3 or 4 in the morning and I'm still not sleeping. That's not good. That is just not good at all. And I don't know why does that happen to me sometimes, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of you know that feeling. A lot of you are common with that and understand very well what I mean. You know, understand very well what I mean. I think that a lot of the times the fact that we can't fall asleep should teach us a lesson. And that lesson is to take more care of ourselves. Just take more care of ourselves. Understand our needs, the needs of our bodies, and respect it. I really do feel that it is really important to let go. Whatever is bothering you, whatever is keeping you hostage, your brain hostage, you know. Most of the times, these are issues that need to be solved. People that created these issues, oftentimes unnecessary ones. And I know that feeling when you feel like it's unfair. It's just not. Yes, I am still in the village. I came here to relax a little bit. before the season is done, because the village has its season. In winters it's very cold here, and since the village is in the mountains, it's very snowy here. I believe it's beautiful. I've never been here in winter, but they say that the snow gets really, really high. And it's hard to drive, but luckily they're making the roads much easier for drivers to drive here. You know, I'm here talking about what you should do to relax and fall asleep, but am I really good at that? I don't know. Sometimes I am, but very often I'm not. And like I said, many things that caused stress have been resolved, but some haven't. And sometimes they're keeping me up at night. And so even though I say, let go, be like Scarlett O'Hara, say I'll think about it tomorrow, but sometimes those things are just keeping me up at night, all night, all night, all night. And then it's morning and I realized I haven't slept at all, maybe an hour or so. But it's important that if you are like that too, to learn not to be like that. As with time, our bodies will not forgive us for not getting our sleep, stressing too much, not drinking enough water or water. I'm constantly just, switching accents, because when I was learning English, it was both American English and British English, so I have learned both, and that's why I'm, switching very often. Not giving our bodies enough protein, and mostly just relying on carbs, all of those things, with time they will take a toll. So it's important not to be like that. Yeah, we are all going through it. Maybe there are people that are not. Actually, I know people who are very, very cool. And by cool, I mean relaxed. They handle stress really well. They just don't think about it. They don't react to it in the same manner that I, for instance, react to it. They just sleep. They just sleep. And I strive to be like that, but maybe it's something that you gotta be born with. And you either have it or you don't, and there is nothing that you can do about it. But I also believe that you can teach yourself because we're evolving and we have to strive, and part of that striving is learning to control our bodies and to control our minds. I was once listening to a scientist who said that our brain is such a thing, it's tricking us so very often. And we have to take control. It's hard, but it's important. And yes, we have to teach ourselves new things and breaking bad habits, of course. They say it takes 21 days for a new habit to be formed. But, it's one thing when the new habit is to go to sleep at this time, wake up at this time, eat something, taking walks, devoting time to learning something. And it's a completely different thing when that new habit has to be calming our emotions, reacting to stress. That's hard. Because sometimes that means that you have to just deal with certain things. For instance, for me, yeah, that's hard when I know I cannot change anything. Then of course a lot of the times you have to let go, but it's still hard in some situation, the personal situation that is affecting you very much so. Yeah, for instance, I think I'm much better at letting go when it comes to relationships now than I was before. But even now, I have this stress period where I feel lost and just sad and helpless, or when it's something, for instance, concerning maybe your health, the health of someone you love, or something you've been preparing to do. There are different situations that can make us stressed, or something that you did and you regret. Again, different situations that keep us awake at night, because oftentimes we just wish we could change some things, but we can't. I aim to be an emotionally secure person. Yes, it's very important. And I have to say I'm still someone who is learning. I am much better at it, but I'm still learning. And one day, maybe I will also be, but it's just hard, especially when you're under stress. Yeah. But on those moments, especially if you've been trying hard at something, if you put your all, and you've put your all, like you've done everything, and still the result isn't great. And I'm sorry, my dog is here, by the way, snoring. You may hear her making different sounds. because I have the microphone that is quite sensitive. Um, it's just, I don't know, it's like your arms become so heavy. They just drop. My arms just drop. My body just drops sometimes, you know. But yes, emotional security is very important. Very important. And it's very important to have control over that. When there is when there are a lot of poisonous snakes at the village, or just that one, remember you were walking around, she's the tiny one, the tiny one. Yes, guys. In fact, my stress, the stressful events, they started with me killing a snake that had wandered into our garden. I have taken pictures and videos of it. I killed it. And it was a venomous snake, and there was no one at home. No one. Nobody. It was just me with the dogs. No neighbors around. No one. I think I will eventually upload those videos, but they're pretty graphic and scary because the snake was large, very large. So, no, it wasn't that little one. Yes, relaxing with souls across the world is something very humble about humans, yes. I don't celebrate holidays since my parents passed on. That's why I enjoy ASMR. Relaxes me. Helps me find some kind of peace. I'm so sorry for you. I am so sorry. But if you stopped celebrating holidays, that means that you were so connected with your parents and they give you so much love. And some people live their whole lives without experiencing what you have experienced. However, think about it this way. What would your parents want for you now that they're gone? Would they want you not to celebrate? Would they want you to be sad? I'm sure not. Because you are the piece of them. As long as you are happy, it means that they are alive and they are happy. Because you're quite literally a part of them, their continuation in this world. So make sure that you live a happy life. Find things that make you happy and make you feel alive. Make most of every day, for sure. Make most of every day. Don't postpone things that you can do now, okay? Just don't. Let me grab my jacket that was here at the beginning of the video and just put it here a little bit. This is the pink. So that I feel warmer. It's so nice. It's very important to, every time that you feel sad, to remind yourself of your own self when you were little, and also those who wish you well. Sometimes I think of my mom. I know she wants me to be happy and healthy, and sometimes when I'm like down and sad, I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't have the right. No. Then I remember the little me, and I'm like, no, 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 no. No, no. I can't be sad. I can't give up. I can't let the negative things that come my way to determine what I'm going to feel, how I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to turn into a sociopath just because some people that I loved betrayed me. Some people that I cared for don't have the ability to feel love and or just don't care, you know. I can't feel sad just because things happen in my life that I can't control. It also can happen. I brought the example of people because one of my viewers talked, he talked about your parents. But also it can be something doing with our health, some things that we can't control. Just different situations. And so it's important to control our reaction to those things as much as we can. I understand it's impossible to do it full time all the time, but it's important to remind yourselves of those things and to feel the strength that you have inside, to feel the desire. And maybe some things are happening for a reason, to make us make changes in our lives. Sometimes that is the case. I do believe in that. It's okay. No, if you wear high boots, you will walk around fine in the village. I am on my break right now, so look at the opportunity to check thank you for checking on me. Thank you. I just went live some time ago. It was vertical, a live stream. For some reason I ended up speaking so much Russian because I think my live stream ended up being recommended to a Russian audience for some reason. It was fun. And then I tuned in again because I wanted to lie down and continue the stream like this. Do you believe in... Oh, I'm sorry. So, redemption, that people are capable of change. Where I live, it feels like what you see is what you get. Oh, it's hard to say. Yes, for some people I do, and then for some people I don't, because there are people who change. They really do. I know I have changed so much. And I keep changing. And then there are people with whom you really do. What you see is what you get. You do get what you see. And so, funnily enough, sometimes we just lie to us because we don't want to notice some things. That is also the truth. I know I have in my life. I have turned a blind eye at the attitude of some people. But what I got was exactly what I saw, but I didn't want to believe it. Hi, Monica Bellucci. I don't know even why I get the Monica Bellucci comment. I think we're just... she's such a beautiful woman, though. I mean, thank you. But I think I am a lot more petite. I don't think she's a petite woman. I think she's very tall and she has thicker bones. And my complexion is more petite. By the way, I love Italian cinema, and if we're talking about insomnia and falling asleep, then a good movie that I've already seen really makes me relax too. Someone is asking me for my nails. I do manicure, which means that I take care of the cuticles of my nails. I keep them moisturized and stuff, but usually I'm wearing something either transparent or nothing. Nothing. It's such a luxury to have healthy nails that you don't have to cover with nail polish. But I always like to have my nails moisturized and the cuticles moisturized. Maybe I will get, but my favorite colors for the nails are white, baby pink that goes with my skin, and dark red, or very, very dark, like almost aubergine kind of color, you know. And I like shorter nails. My sister likes longer nails. I like shorter nails. That is just how it is. I have very strong nails. Yes, watching films, you know, that also can be so relaxing, so calming. I really do like that. And sometimes I realize that even though we're growing, and I said this during my previous live stream too, I feel that we're still drawn to fairy tales. Yes, I can't sleep. So that's why Disney movies are doing so well, even when they're bad, the recent ones. Oh my god, the Snow White, I couldn't make myself watch that one. Couldn't. But we're still drawn to fairy tales. It's still amazing. And I listen to fairy tales very often when I am falling asleep, like audiobooks of fairy tales. So I may actually record some myself and share with you guys. By the way, just something random. I almost never read what's on the t-shirt that I'm wearing. So right now I'm wearing a hoodie and I don't know what's written on it. I had a baseball cap that I bought because it was very pretty. I wonder where that is. I think my grandmother has given it to someone. When I went to study in Moscow, my grandmother came to our apartment, my late grandmother, my mom's mom, and she literally gave away so many personal items of ours, and mine included, to other people without asking. So my cap probably was given away, or my mom allowed some people to stay in our house and they stole my gold necklace that my aunt had gifted to me. It was a very pretty golden necklace. Oh, yeah, that one was stolen, so maybe my cap was stolen. But I remembered it because I had bought it in Disneyland and it said, yes, I'm a princess, so what? Oh, Blin. Why did I remember that? And I hadn't read it, so everyone that met me, they were like reading what was written on the cap. Yes, I'm a princess, so what? Shouldn't have remembered that, because now I'm so upset that my grandma gave away all of our collection of Kinder toys, the Kinder surprise eggs. When we were little, since we're toddlers, we had them, and we had a huge collection of all the old toys. Now, sometimes we buy Kinder, sucks. The toys suck. They're so cheap. But before they weren't cheap, there were collections of such amazing toys. And my grandma just gave everything away. She gave my boots away, some shoes away, and the hat, I don't know if she gave it away or that those people who were staying at our place and stole my golden necklace, or they stole my baseball cap as well. Also my dictionary. Yeah. I'm feeling sad I remembered that. Have you had your things stolen? Or given away without your permission? Or thrown away without your permission? I hate when people do that. I just really don't like it. Maybe a couple of weeks ago, we were together walking, or I don't remember what we were doing. It was me, my mom, and my sister. And I remembered that when I was little, but I wasn't a toddler already, I was 7 years old or 8 years old. I was 7 years old. I wasn't 8 yet, yeah. So I remembered that my father, that we had boxing gloves, and I loved those boxing gloves. Of course I couldn't box, but I loved them, and I was putting them on. They were red, so beautiful. And I think it was on my sister's birthday, my father gave those boxing gloves to one guy. Just gave them away. I was so upset. I was like, I couldn't say anything because I didn't want to sound like a spoiled brat. But I remember, and I was like, my boxing gloves were given away. And my mom too, she would just like, she would just I would have to like protect my property myself. Because if some weird kid came around with our guests, if they brought their child who would want to take my stuff, and I remember once we had this guest, my mom's friend, who came with her daughter, and I let her play with my toys because I always let kids play with my toys. And then when they were leaving, she's like, what shall I take with me? I was like, what the hell? I was thinking, nothing. You should take nothing with you. And I knew, like, my mom would not allow me to say no, and she would give my toys to this girl. She would just not give my toys to this girl, but she would allow this girl to take my toys. And so I had to come up with a story. Like, there was this I had a hairband that was gone, but the little like round thing on the hairband still remained. So I told her that this round thing, this is a magical ball. It's a magic ball. If you put it under your pillow at night and make a wish, that wish will come true. Just put it under your pillow. Who is your favorite cartoon character? And she said whatever it was. I was like, put it. You will turn into a princess. This is the one you should take. And thank God she bought into it and got that round leftover of my hairband. And yeah, and went with it. And then that phase was followed by another phase when I would just give my toys to all the kids in the yard and they would break it, and I would not that I wouldn't care, but I wouldn't just do anything about it. So at first I was very protective of my stuff, and then there was a period where I was not. For some reason I became the complete opposite, and until I found my balance. But when I found my balance, I realized that I was right and my parents in this were wrong. That even if your child is little, if they own something, if it's theirs, you shouldn't give it to someone else just because they want it. It's not fair. It's not right. I think. Dang, my cap. I bought it in Disneyland in Florida. I want my cap back. Whoever stole it. Guys. A reason to overthink at night. Thank you, brain. Thank you, memory. No. Tomorrow, the first thing in the morning, I will be like looking for my hat. Baseball cap. But how can I if I'm in the village? But if I find it, I will go looking for it. If I find it, I will show you. But I don't know if I will, because I realize I haven't seen it in years. And it was my favorite cap. Yeah. My phone is dying, guys, and I'm already feeling quite sleepy. So thank you for keeping me company. It's, oops, by the way, here's my skincare little bag that I brought with me. Here. The microphone, yeah, it's still on. It's by MissASMR, but I think I will show you more when I go back home. Okay? Let me see how much time I still can be live, because I only have 7% of battery life. And I can't be live and charging my phone at the same time, because this microphone that I'm using, like this is one part, and then there is another part that is on my phone, clipped to my phone. but yes, Sister Ma. It's a Spanish brand. It's a Sister Ma, listening to your skin. My sister got this for me in France. I requested it because their skincare is pricey, but if you get a gift set like this, then you get 2 products for the price of 1, and then and also it was on sale, so it was not pricey at all. I also have other things here, as you can probably hear, but I think I will show it to you in another video. Do you notice that I've cut my hair? Or no? Dee-dee. Oh, I haven't even taken my earrings off. I think, oh. See? I really like such earrings. Long but not heavy. Very pretty. I love it. I think it goes well with my hairdo that I have right now. My hair always looks really black in the videos, but it's not really black. It isn't, but it does look black. Thank you so much for keeping me company, my sweet insomniacs. I will now go and wash my face and put on my pajama and come and sleep in this bed on this lovely large pillow. I maybe will go live tomorrow too, or maybe I will not. I don't remember what things I got to do tomorrow, but I think my desire to go live is because I missed you. That's why I'm going live so often. Too bad that I was too sleepy today to like a chit chat. So sleep well. You look sleepy but beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I hope those of you who are still starting their days have a wonderful day, and those of you who are going to sleep will have a wonderful, deep, relaxing sleep, rejuvenating. Love you all. Good night.